Hello and how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest gaming news, rumors, and speculation. I have two topics for you in today's video. We got a 2-for-1 situation going down on that Skullzi station, but let's not waste any more time and get straight into today's content. First of all, we got an official update from Bethesda, kind of, regarding the up-and-coming Starfield showcase. First of all, this information comes to us from Vault of Daedalus. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I don't necessarily know how to pronounce that, but either way, he is a awesome community manager for Bethesda. He's a great guy. I've talked to him a couple times in the past, so he knows what he is talking about. Plus, he works for Bethesda, so we should definitely take his word as official Bethesda statement. Today, at the time of me recording this video on February 14th, 2023, he put an update over in the official Bethesda Discord saying the following: "We'll have more information to share on the showcase when it's ready to be. Still short of working stuff out for it. I know that's not the answer you want, but nothing specific is being withheld." First of all, I don't know why people would think Bethesda is purposefully withholding information. They would tell us something when they're ready to tell us something, but nonetheless, this update in itself doesn't tell us much. However, I did want to point this update out because it is good that Bethesda is maintaining open lines of communication. A lot of people complain that Bethesda doesn't tell us anything, or they don't actually communicate with us enough, that they're too silent. However, I feel like people are gonna complain about this update as well because it doesn't tell us the date of the showcase. But really, we should appreciate when we get stuff like this because having an open line of communication is good. It's better to be told stuff is in the works than be told nothing at all. But either way, I'm sure there's gonna be a percentage of the community that are mad no matter what. They're gonna be mad because Bethesda didn't tell us anything. They're gonna be mad with this update because they claim it doesn't tell us anything. But at the end of the day, this is official confirmation that the Starfield showcase is indeed still in the works. It hasn't been pushed forward or delayed or canceled or anything like that. It's still going to happen, and my personal take on when we're going to get this Starfield showcase is I believe it's going to be well before E3 season. Even if Bethesda doesn't partake in the E3 event itself, they usually have their own separate event, literally just a couple blocks away from the Los Angeles Convention Center where E3 goes down. They have their own event during the same exact week, the same time period as E3, and I would know because I've been to such an event. So I think that this showcase is going to happen within a month or so. I had the feeling it would come out sooner than this, but nonetheless, we have to go with what the community manager with Bethesda here says. It's still in the works, it's coming soon, but I don't think they'd be hinting towards a Starfield showcase if it was going to be a summer event. We all know major games get showcases and marketing and coverage during that June E3 season, so this seems like this is a separate entity. The Starfield showcase will be well before June, maybe even at the end of March, maybe the beginning of April if I can figure out how to talk, or maybe at the latest at the beginning of May. In fact, May makes a little bit of sense because if you drop a major showcase in May for Starfield, you can then give us the release date then, and if the game is coming out in June, which is the next topic I'll be touching on, this would be the perfect time for a Starfield showcase, meaning May would be a great time for a Starfield showcase if the game releases in June. You'd have about a month before June, obviously, because May is a month before June, and it would give you a little bit of a buffer to have just a little bit more marketing during that E3 season as well. But either way, the TLDR is hurry up and wait, as we used to say in the army. The showcase is definitely coming. My take is it's going to be well before June, at the latest in May, but my guess is within the next 30 to 45 days. But now on to the next topic. Well, on the topic of June, a lot of people have been discussing this lately, so I figured I may as well do it. Also, Jez Corden, who is a trusted insider, I'm going to say this real quick. I know what you all are already thinking. An insider saying something again. Oh boy, here we go. But the thing is, Jez Corden has been correct a lot more then he's been wrong. In fact, most of the times Jez Corden has been quote-unquote wrong is when he was simply misquoted when someone took something he said that was just his own opinion, and they tried to make some clickbait headlines or something claiming he was leaking something. I have been victim to this sort of thing before, but nonetheless, Jez Corden should be considered a trusted insider, and on his show with Randall Thor, as of a few days ago, he said the following regarding when he thinks Starfield is going to come out. I'm going to play a clip for you real quick, but if you want to watch the entire show, check for a link down in the description below.
This is going to be poured into that topic. Risk it for the biscuit with the $7 super chat. Thank you so much. Starfield, April 12th, International Space Flight Day and National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. Yeah, I often see this. A lot of people think that they might tie Starfield's launch date to an International Space Day. I'm of the opinion that Starfield's going to drop in June. I think Starfield's going to drop in June. Even though I've got a bet that it gets delayed beyond June, I think the latest information I've got suggests June to me. But we'll see, we'll see.
So Jez thinks the game is coming out in June based on his trusted sources. One important point to take away here is, well, at first it seems like Jez was just giving his own speculative opinion on the June release date. He did follow it up with saying he's heard from credible sources who have also told him the game is playable from start to finish, and these people are seeming to make Jez believe that the game is going to come out in June. So this might just be the only credible release date information from a trusted insider regarding Starfield that is out there. There's been stuff over on Reset Era about the release date, but to be honest, ever since Reset Era incorrectly validated and verified an ex-Bethesda Game Studios employee as working at Bethesda when they haven't worked there for over 3 years, Reset Era somewhat lost a lot of credibility. But Jez Corden knows his stuff. If he says the game is coming out in June, that definitely increases my own opinion on the chances that the game will release in June. But what do I think about a June release date? Personally, I hate it. I hate it. I'd rather Starfield get pushed to November if it was going to be released in June. And I know a lot of people are already pounding on their keyboards right now. They're adding Skullzi to their Death Note list. But my honest opinion is, as a gamer, I want the game to come out as soon as possible. I want the game to come out tomorrow, or March, or April, or June. Just whenever the heck I can get this game faster. But the gaming marketer in me, because I have worked in gaming marketing for a number of years, hates a June release date. June is just not peak time for gaming. In fact, it's one of the slowest periods of gaming during the summer. People aren't buying as many games. People aren't playing as many games. People are going outside and touching grass, enjoying the sun, going on vacation times. People just don't necessarily play a lot of games in the summer, and there is no doubt a large percentage of people that will cancel their vacations for this game. I get it. I probably would too, but at the end of the day, in terms of gaming marketing, June sucks for release dates. Yes, if Starfield released in June, it could still do great, and it probably will still do great. Starfield is an anomaly among gaming. It's Bethesda Game Studios' first new IP in over 25 years, and a lot of their eyes are on this game. So no doubt if Starfield releases in June, it would do amazing. Todd Howard could invent an entire new 13th month and release the game then, and it would still do great. But the point is, in terms of gaming marketing, and as a Bethesda fan, and as someone who thinks that Starfield is their dream game because it is my dream game, I want this game to have the highest percentile chance of success as possible. And if you release a game during Q4, which is indeed the peak period of gaming sales and just gaming in general, no doubt you will have a higher success metric. Let me say this again because I want to skip people leaving in the comments. Yes, if Starfield comes out during June, it will still do amazing. It'll blow other games away. It'll still sell a lot. A lot of people will still play it, but you can't ignore the actual metrics that dictate that a game that sells during a peak period would do better than a game that doesn't, or at the least it has better success metrics than it would have if it released during the summer. That's just my take on things, but Jez knows what he's talking about. It seems like this information is backed up by inside sources directly within Bethesda somewhere, And that's all I gotta say about that. That's gonna finish up today's video. I know I went through this a little quick because I had 2 topics to go through and I didn't want to make a 20-minute video over 2 topics. I'd rather appreciate and respect your time, but what I want to know is, what do you think about all of this? What do you think about the official Bethesda update regarding the Starfield showcase? What do you think about Jez Corden's June release date information? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and as always, huge and major shout out to the following amazing people for going above and beyond to support the channel and the community. If you want to get a permanent feature video shout out, you can support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. Links for all this and the Skullzi Discord are down in the description below. And as always, thank you for watching.
It just works.